Grace and peace, friends and family. Welcome to another conversation. My name is Joy, and I am the founder of Pink Girl Teaches. It is my privilege to welcome you and thank you for joining me for this conversation. If it's your first time here, welcome. And it's my sincere hope that you'll be able to learn something or receive validation for your situation and continue to heal on your journey from narcissistic abuse. Family, welcome back. I just want to say a quick thank you to everybody who joined me for Bible study on Friday night when Queens convene. We had a fantastic time, and we'll be meeting again the first Friday of next month, and we will be discussing Deborah for some of you. But anyway, for today, I want to talk about some unique ways that narcissists hoover. You know, it's not always going to be cut and dry, and sometimes you'll wonder, well, what was that about? Was it even a hoover? Listen, they're so strategic in their ways, or in the ways that they want to deceive you and catch you off guard, that they're always scheming and trying to come up with something different. You know, sometimes you get a call, you get a message, you receive a notification online from one of these social media platforms, either directly from the narcissist or from a third party, aka a flying monkey, telling you that the narcissist is sick, letting you know that things don't look good, that they're severely ill and they would like to talk to you. They want to see you, or, you know, I'm just reaching out to let you know that things don't look good. That's one way that they do it. What they're trying to do with this is actually elicit an emotional response from you. They want you to suddenly feel like, oh my gosh, you know, they need me. Or, oh, this could be it. I could lose them forever, you know, because it would be something, you know, a drastic end. And sometimes they kick it up several notches when they can get somebody, or even they themselves, right? The narcissist will reach out and let you know that, you know what, I'm not doing good emotionally. I'm really in a dark space, and then threaten to unalive themselves. And they want to put this responsibility, this weight on you. Since you've been gone, I haven't been able to think. I haven't been able to sleep. Nothing is working out for me because you're no longer here. When you left, you took all my peace, joy, and my happiness. I can't stand that you are moving on. You don't even look like you miss me. Meanwhile, you spent your time in mourning, grieving this relationship, and you're finally putting the pieces back together, and you're finding joy in life again. And narcissist senses it. And now here they are coming to steal, kill, and destroy what you've worked so hard to build. You see, they will make this threat and not even care. Listen, they don't even care, because a lot of times when they say these things, they say it, you know, not even meaning to do it. Now, there's some unique instances where they have gone ahead and done it. But what you have to understand is that if they're telling you that they are going to unalive themselves, that is all about manipulation. It's all about control, and also intimidating you to believe that their problems are yours. Their problems are not yours. Just like your broken heart, just like the devastation that you experience, just like all the pain and the misery that they caused you was not their fault. They didn't care. They kept it pushing. Listen, they do these type of things. You know, they tell you sometimes how they've been self-harming since the breakup, since the, you know, things went to the left. And even though a lot of times they will do the discarding, but they will blame you for that. One thing you've got to remember, right, is that there is no rational with them. You cannot rationalize with them. How are you gonna try to rationalize with somebody who is irrational? That math will never add up. They feel that you should be responsible for their emotions and how they're feeling. And a lot of times it's really trying to pull on your good nature to see them through this mess that they've created. It is nothing more than a scheme to suck you back into their manufactured drama so that they can continue to derive narcissistic supply from you. They want to make you feel guilty. They want you to make you feel guilty about loving yourself, about finding yourself, about walking in destiny, about walking in your purpose. It is all to manipulate, intimidate, and to control you. That is not, that is nothing that you should ever really, give into, because a lot of it, again, it's always going to be when they hover you like this. What you got to remember and realize is that they will hover and love bomb hard, and you'll think, oh my gosh, I'm finally getting them back. No, you're getting nothing but a nightmare back. They don't change. They're creatures of habit, and you have got to remember this. Keep the main thing the main thing. They are a narcissist. It is NPD. It is a personality disorder. They're not changing. They're not changing except they receive the deliverance that is offered through Christ Jesus, and that starts with their repentance. And the sad thing is that you don't really see that happen. You don't see it happen. Another thing, or another way that they will try to reach out, right, is they'll do the accidental call. Oh, I didn't mean to call you. It was just a butt dial. And they're calling from a completely different number. You haven't spoken to them in forever, but suddenly they're butt dialing at 2-3 a.m. They're doing it on purpose, randomly, out of nowhere, FaceTiming you. Out of the complete blue. It is always to jump into what you have going on in your life. It is always about them, just trying to wiggle their way, hoover you back in, suck you back in. It's all about access to you, especially when you have been full control of no contact. Listen, a lot of times they will go ahead and block you, but when a narcissist blocks you, it is all about control. You've got to understand that they love that block and unblock game, and I have a video coming out on that, but they love to play that game so that they can keep you stuck, or so that they can maintain the upper hand, should I say, and that will keep you in a holding pattern according to their illogical way of thinking, because they really think, oh, when I unblock you, you're gonna answer. Listen, I encourage you, no, don't answer. And if you have the opportunity, and I know it can be an inconvenience, change your phone number. Block them on the email. You can do that. Block them on social media. The goal is not to try and play their game. The goal is so that you can have an environment that is conducive for your healing. The goal is for you to exhale. The goal is for you to set things in perspective for yourself and press towards the mark of a higher calling of God in Christ Jesus. You've got to release the old so that you can move forward. All the narcissist wants to do is, again, steal, kill, and destroy. When they come back and they hover you and they love bomb you, it will be so intense. It will be everything you felt like you ever wanted. But remember this, and hear me well. That devaluation phase is going to come hot and heavy. It will be worse than anything that you experienced prior. And they will discard you like a hot potato when you least expect it. And there's usually not a long period of time between that devalue and the discard. The more that you allow them to come in and out, please remember, your life is not a revolving door for a narcissist. And just toxic people, when people show you, please take it for what it is. Actions speak louder than words is what they say. But I always tell you that, take a look at a person's proven character. What have they shown you consistently over time? The narcissist never showed you anything good. It will always default back to their raggedy settings. Love bomb, devalue, discard, hover. Love bomb, devalue, discard, hover. That's the cycle. Nothing is going to change. So they will do that. They will make this accidental thing as if they weren't thinking about you. And please don't take that thinking about you as if they were there just thinking, oh, I miss you. No, it's not that. They're wondering how they can tap into your supply. tap into that supply bank that you carry. It's got nothing to do with you as a person. It's about the privileges that you come with, the fringe benefits, if you would. So they'll do that, And at the same time, it's also a bit devaluing if you think about it. Like, oh, it was just a mistake. I wasn't trying to talk to you. I gotta go. Or it'll be like, oh, well, anyway, since we're here on the phone and we're talking, how are you? Like, no. You deserve so much more than that. And don't believe the narcissist when they tell you that, that they've reached out. It is a way for them to get into your head so that they can continue the game of manipulating, controlling, and intimidating. Again, I've said this several times. Those are your hallmark signs of witchcraft. So don't ever think it's about, it's about anything more than that. It's not. It's got nothing to do with any one of those things. They will, when they get you back on the phone, or whether you're texting or on social media, whatever, they'll take you back to the good days when things were sweet, before they were dragging you around and just mistreating you, before the smear campaign, the sleep deprivation, and all of those things. They'll want you to focus on those moments, but I want you to remember what it is that they showed you in the relationship when things were going bad. It's not time to reminisce on the past, because they will take this as an opportunity to boost your ego and make you feel good, and just to reconnect and rekindle something that has no business being rekindled. So the third thing that I want to talk to you about, right, about what they will do is they'll hold on to your belongings. Like when they hold on to your belongings and they hold your belongings hostage, one thing, it's a point of contact. I have a video on that, so I'll link it to this one where I go more into the spirit, or into the explaining from a spiritual perspective why it is that they hold on to it. It serves as the point of contact. They're able to use some of your belongings for certain things. And that's for those that are really, really, I want to say demented, but that's not even the word, but those that are really into demonic and occult activities. A lot of them do it without even knowing why they're doing it, but you got to also understand the influences that they operate under. So they will hold on to your belongings for many things, and out of nowhere you'll hear, or you'll get a call, you get a message, they find a way to get in touch with you, even have the nerve to come over unannounced and say something like, oh, you left your brush at my house. Oh, did I leave my hat here? Things that, like, really, it's a brush. Who cares? I've moved on. I've bought a new brush. Like, you didn't think I needed this brush 12 months ago? But they will hold on to this, and it's just so that they can have access to come back. That's the only reason. That's the only reason that they make you try to have all these high stake negotiations after the discard for you to get your things back. And wherever possible, just let those things go. I know some things carry a lot of value, then go through the legal system to see if you can get those things back. The narcissist wants to hold on to them just so that they can have the upper hand when it comes down the road and say, I didn't even realize, and I apologize. And now here they are putting on a facade like they really care. They don't care. It's about a hoover. That's it. That's all. They're out there narking, doing what they do. It is all just to force contact. That is all. So see how controlling it is. Consider the manipulation that occurs. Think about it for a moment. They decide, I'm going to hold on to her pen or his pen, right? I'm going to hold on to his favorite hat, and I'm not giving it back. And I'll use it to get in touch when I'm good and ready. It's got nothing to do with you. It's about them. And that's one thing you have to remember, is that narcissists, they look at people as an extension. They always want to have access to you. I don't care how good their supply bank looks to you. I don't care who's in the narcissistic harem. A narcissist can never have too much supply. And so as much as they may seem, or, give on the illusion of just having it all, trust and believe, I don't care who they are. They don't have any of it together. They don't have it all. They will hold on to supply. They hold on to people. They refuse. As much as they go and they do all these discards. That's why I tell you, and that's why it's been said so many times, that the final discard comes from you. When you put your foot down and you draw a line in the sand and say no more, that's the final discard. That's the final discard. When you have said, I'm going no contact, I'm going to gray rock, I'm going to take my life back at all costs, that's the final discard. The next ways, there are two other ways that I want to talk about, and these are, they're not as, I haven't heard them spoken of as much, but I definitely want to highlight them. One way that narcissists nowadays are trying to break no contact is through apps like PayPal, through Zelle, through Cash App, through Venmo. What they're doing is sending amounts of money. Now, I've heard some, where they send like $1. And for some, they send thousands of dollars. I've heard it all. But all of it is to confuse you, number one, because you weren't expecting it. This random PayPal out of nowhere. And you're like, oh, finally, I'm getting some, maybe some child support, or they'll send you a note. Oh, take yourself out to dinner, buy yourself something nice. I just wanted to do something for you. It's about breaking no contact. It's about hoovering. It's about trying to suck you back in. I just wanted to pamper you. Oh, I was thinking about you, and I know that you like flowers. Go buy your favorite flowers. Oh, I saw that your favorite football team is in town. Here, get you some tickets, whatever. That is about a hoover. And now here's where you make up your mind. Are you accepting it? Or are you not? When you accept it, please remember that the narcissist sees this as an opportunity for further communication. And it's also something that they are going to hold over your head. What's so interesting, right, is when it's one of those random, oh, get this for the kids. Now, suddenly somebody who was never taking care of the kids thinks that because they sent one random amount, whether it was a little or a lot, feel like, oh, okay, I did it, now you need to allow me to come to your house. And usually it's after hours when said children are in bed. It has nothing to do with them. It's all about a hoover. So don't get caught up in that. Continue to be alert and be watchful, be mindful of this. They are using Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, Zelle to hoover. Like, for me, I think it's crazy, but listen, it's what narcs do. But one of the ones that really blew my mind when I heard about it is how they will actually use things like Uber Eats and DoorDash to catch people off guard. And this is crazy, but this is how they will hoover. They will order your favorite food, what they know you like, and send a message to the Uber driver about who they are sending the food for. And, just tell her I love her. Tell him I'm thinking about him. And this person is caught in this, in this web of confusion, not knowing what's going on. So I wanted to have this conversation with you just to share real briefly 5 ways that narcissists hoover. I know that you may have some unique experiences, and I look forward to hearing you share them in the comments. But until the next conversation, fearless one, God bless you, and continue to come from behind and pursue your most significant state.